that you think will get value out of this. I hope you enjoy the webinar, and I'm going to hand it over to Debbie.
Great. Thank you, Jeanette, and welcome everybody to our Lighthouse Financial Planning educational webinar series. Very excited to talk about our insurance planning today and some of the important considerations that we are always thinking about within your plan. And before I do Raymer Malone's formal introduction, I'd like to take just a minute and explain to you how it is that Jim and I came to know Ray. We met him at, as most of you know, Jim and I are very involved with our professional association, the Financial Planning Association, and it was at one of the monthly meetings that we met Ray. And you know, he introduced himself and told us a little bit about him and what he did, and insurance was one of the items that he specializes in. And so of course Jim and I are like, okay, he's he's a salesman. But then as we started to talk to Ray, we realized that he was not just a typical insurance salesman who's out there to let you know about the latest and greatest writers and products out there. When Jim and I are working on the plans for each of you, for our clients, you know that we're fee only and that we don't sell anything. But you also know that we feel very strongly that insurance is an important part of your financial plan and that there's definitely a need for various types of insurance within your plan. And one of the things that Jim and I have trouble with often is getting people to implement some of the insurance planning recommendations, and understandably so, because there's a lot of sales out there as far as, here's this latest and greatest writer, here's, how you can, save the world with this insurance product. Of course, I'm being a little dramatic and exaggerating a bit, but there's often the notion that you're going to get sold an insurance product. So with all of that, Jim and I understand that, it's hard to implement some of the insurance recommendations at time, and we've been real focused this year on trying to find good partners who will basically be order takers. As Ray goes through his presentation, you're going to hear how his approach is different than what you may have experienced in the past. And it's through the conversations that we've had with him, his involvement in the Financial Planning Association, and truly being a fiduciary, that we have asked him to be a part of the educational series and to do the presentation today. So we're very excited to present the information and have this great discussion. So without further ado, let me please introduce Raymer Malone. He has been in the financial services industry for 15 years, spending the majority of that time assisting financial advisors with their clients' insurance and investment needs. He's also a certified financial planner, and as such, Ray focuses his practice on insurance planning and providing expert guidance to other planners, attorneys, and tax professionals, as well as positioning solutions for their clients. Being independent as well as a fiduciary are important facets of Ray's business. Acting as a buyer's agent, he is able to search over 25 of the largest life, long-term care, and disability insurance carriers for solutions that not only fit the client's solution, but are also in their best interest. Throughout his career, Ray has helped over 1,200 financial advisors meet their clients' needs. He currently resides in Zephyr Cove, Nevada, Lake Tahoe, with his daughter and his wife. Well, welcome, Ray.
Thank you so much, Debbie. I always enjoy those bio introductions. They make me sound a lot more important than I really am. But today's goal is really to provide everybody here, our group here on the call, an education on some different forms of what I term living insurance. This is as opposed to life insurance, which I really think should probably be called death insurance, but I'm guessing there's some type of marketing angle there. Living insurance can help provide for you and your family if you're unable to work or take care of yourself. We're going to discuss some challenges today that many people face, both for those currently working as well as those who are retired. We'll cover some solutions for those challenges, essentially ways for you to protect yourself and your family. And then finally, we'll go review some considerations when applying for coverage, including ways to keep your premiums as low as possible for the coverage necessary. But the first thing I'd like to do is start off with a poll. I'd like to ask a question of the group, and I think that we're going to pull that question up right now, and everybody could just click on whatever answer they deem most appropriate given their situation, and it's just simply, compared to other drivers, my driving ability is below average, average, or above average. We'll give 5 or 10 seconds here, so let everybody click on an answer, and then I'll move on. Okay. Let's take a minute here and talk about the workers' challenge. These are for challenges that people who are still working face, whether or not they're aware that they face them. I think there's a couple interesting statistics just to be able to bring everybody up to speed here.